I've had this for 2 weeks. Can you see? Got this weird rash on my back. I was hoping you could take a look at it. Take a look at it and tell me so I don't have to go to the doctor, you know? Bro, no. A very long time ago, I posted a thing on Instagram. How to annoy a nurse. That is the post that I just found it. Lots of replies. This is helpful for all other healthcare providers so you guys don't piss off a nurse. So the first thing I want to say is that if you enjoy this video, maybe you should share it with an RT, a doctor. Maybe put it on your Facebook in case your other medical people who are your friends will see it and they will know what kinds of things bother you. I should mention that there's this culture, having each other's backs. That's what nurses do, you know? If you annoy one of them, you annoy all of them. You offend one, you offend all of them. Ooh. Man, the light, I'm telling you that I'm gonna cover this a little bit more so that I don't get that light on my face. Anyway, I feel like I see that all the time. Let's go to the comments, shall we? Things that annoy nurses. So, Chris, I'm gonna shout you out because I have a feeling that if you're following me, you don't mind to be shouted out. The first one, steal their iPhones when they're taking care of a family member. This is actually a coworker. Shout out to Kristen. Hey! This is an inside joke. I was starting IV and I left my phone on the nurse's station and one of the patient's family members stole the phone and there was this huge deal. I reported it. A couple weeks later, they found it. They found the person. It was all caught on camera, on the unit camera. They identified the guy. That was, I mean, just don't do that. It does bother nurses. So don't steal their phones. Don't steal their phones. Obviously, this is correct. Things that annoy nurses. If they can walk and talk, this is definitely an ICU nurse talking. If they're not intubated or sedated, if they walk and talk, this is such an ICU brain, whoever. Okay. Moving on, things that bother nurses. Quote, "You're not the doctor." Oh man, this guy knows what he's talking about. Man, you know what, that really, you know, half of me says they're uneducated, like understanding about their ignorance. That's kind of the way culture is, but it does bother. After you've explained fully patient's situation and you know what's going on, because you're there, you know, 12 hours a day, you explain in detail. This is what's going on with your family member. Okay, well, I just want to talk to the doctor to kind of verify. That is annoying. That is really annoying. It's not annoying if they truly need to talk to the doctor, but oftentimes you can answer a lot of the questions that they have. That's just kind of ignorant, kind of annoying sometimes, but that's the way the world works. Walks into a contact precautions room like Moses parting the Red Sea. I don't understand that. That was from Jamie and I don't understand it. I don't understand that. Walks into a contact room, walks into a contact room like Moses parting the Red Sea. Someone walking into a contact room, parting the Red Sea, that bothers nurses. What bothers nurses? Contact rooms, I can tell you already, bother me. Moving on, what bothers nurses? But you're male.
That's something that bothers me.
You know, yeah, you know, actually, let me talk about this real quick.
Because that is...
You know, you get this like stereotypical kind of replies. You know, people think that they are the first ones that thought of the joke, you know, about male nurses. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a nurse, you know, nursing. And they look at you, oh, but you're a guy. Oh, you must be a ladies' man. Oh, you must really like, you know, be loving life, you know, working with all these girls and stuff. No, actually, quite the opposite, you know. I mean, not the opposite, you know, girls are cool, but I just, you know, people think it's like, oh, you must be in Wonderland. It's not necessarily a great, you know, it's not necessarily, it would be more accurate to be like, you're a nurse. Oh man, I am so sorry. The drama that you must have to go through is unreal. That is more accurate. If we're even. I'm sorry, females, it's a thing. Just be condescending and act like you know more than them. I think that's probably one of the #1 things that bother nurses, especially when you're talking about medical stuff and you're talking condescendingly to, I don't even know if that's a word. Condescendingly, probably the #1 thing that bothers a nurse. Ask them to check your pulse. Ask them to look at a weird rash you have. Taylor, you are so correct. Hey! Oh man. And this doesn't even start after you get your RN license. This starts as soon as you say you're accepted into nursing school. You're not even in nursing school and you say that you would like to go to nursing. That's how soon this starts. Oh, you're a nurse? Well, hey, can you check out this weird rash? Tell me what this means. What is it? I've had this for 2 weeks. Can you see? Got this weird rash on my back. I was hoping you could take a look at it. Take a look at it and tell me so I don't have to go to the doctor. Bro, no. Check my pulse. You know, I don't mind people asking me questions, but if you've got a rash or something happening in a very obscure area of your body, you know, and number two, we're not that close, like, it is not the move. It's not. Don't do it, please. It's not a good look. Especially if you're trying to hit on a girl. Oh, check out, what's this? You know, because they're trying to like create dialogue. Bro, don't do it. Ask them if they get grossed out by certain body fluids. That's true. Some I feel like this is kind of the spectrum though. Like some nurses truly don't care if they talk about body fluids. Other nurses I've heard are like, you know, just because I'm a nurse doesn't mean that I'm okay with all your body fluids. You know, one thing that I do get is when they're talking about really gross stuff. Not really gross stuff, but just like inappropriate stuff. Like I don't mind body fluids and stuff, but like if it's just not an appropriate, it's like a weird dialogue, like, and then they'll end it with, oh, but you're a nurse, they should be normal. That bothers me. Yes, I'm a nurse, but that doesn't mean I'm perverted, you know? Two different things. Very different things. That's not a good look either. Push the call light every minute. You see, I was waiting for this answer. Annoying a nurse to push that call light like there is no tomorrow in your future. Hey, the nurse is in here. Let me ask her for several things and kind of group my needs together. Just be thoughtful of the nurse. You know, by all means, hit that call button if you need the nurse. You know, do that. But have mercy. It's not a Xbox control. You know, it's not a PlayStation. It's just like bing, bing. Excuse me, bing. Can I have a bing? Can I have a bing? A cup of bing? And bing, can you also bing? Get me a blanket? Bing. And then also bing, bing. A massage. Don't. You know? It's annoying. Tell them how to do their job. One nurse might do it a certain way, the other nurse might do it another way. Walk into other patients' rooms. Walk into other patients. I don't know what you meant by that, but when some random dip person comes into my patient's room and doesn't introduce, doesn't check with the nurse, doesn't do dip squat, nothing, I've never seen them before, and they just waddle on in there, that is annoying to me. Let me know if you agree. For some, I don't know if it's the ICU person in me, random Aunt Susan comes by and thinks she knows the room number and just comes into the room. Lo and behold, it's, you know, not the person that she came to see. Steps out of the room like, excuse me, I'm looking. Yeah, you should have checked with me first. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know who this person is. Oh, I know who this is. Walk around your room and the hospital without anti-skid socks. Can we just start there? Walking that, oh my goodness. When you are walking around the hospital without shoes on, we need to admit you to the psych unit because you need to be there. It's disgusting. Fall during shift change. I would take it further. Really anything during shift change, you know? Anything other than report, people asking questions, your patient pooping, doctor coming to visit, PT, food, the call light, bing, anything that comes in between a report, it is the truth. Saying we shouldn't be tired because we only work 3 days a week. Yes! Oh my goodness. I need to hug you, Christy. Hey! So true. People who do not understand, like, oh, you got it easy. You only work 3. Must be nice. Those are the things that bother nurses. Something else that I just thought of. New grads that know everything, that act super cocky. I'm not even that experienced and it bothers me. Imagine the more experienced people who are like, you know nothing, bro. You are a new butt, freshly baked, brand new butt. You need to be more humble, okay? Anyway, if you know about other things that bother nurses, literally comment below. You don't even have to be a nurse for this. You know things that bother nurses. Maybe you're a family member that bothered a nurse one time and you recognized it and you're like, hey guys, don't do this to nurses because I just did it and it's really annoying to them. Anyone can comment on this video, right? What bothers nurses? Make sure to share this video with everybody so they know how not, so they not know how not to, no. That's it for today, but make sure and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when I post new stuff. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Spotify to get some great music. I will see you next time. Oh, another thing, if you're a night nurse and nobody in this world respects your sleep time, not even the sun,